What's up, guys? It's Gina with YA Fiction Freaks, and I have a book haul. It's January 1st, 2012, so Happy New Year. And I wanted to just show you guys what I've gotten in the last few weeks, either with a little extra Christmas money or just going out and getting them. So first of all, I will show you what I got on my Kindle. I have two actual books that I got at stores, and then everything else is on my Kindle, so I'll show you that. I got actually three Audible from audible.com. I know you guys know about audible.com. You can actually put the book straight to your Kindle. Well, you can do both. Send it to your Kindle if you want it on your Kindle, or you can, and you can also put it straight into iTunes and put it on your iPod, which is really awesome. So I got Tiger's Curse. I don't know how good that's like coming in. There's the picture, which is cool. But it's by Colleen Hawke, and I've really been wanting to try it. There's three, and I think the third book just came out, so I'm really looking forward to getting into that. It's about a teenager named Kelsey Hayes who meets a mysterious white tiger, and he's actually a cursed Indian prince, and she learns that about him, and then him and her go on to a journey, so I think that's cool. And then the other one I got was a short little story that was free on Audible to members, and it's by George R.R. Martin, who wrote Game of Thrones and that series. And it was a short story called... Why did our light go out?
I don't know. It just went out. It won't come back on.
Ah! Okay, sorry about that, guys. My lamp just went out. But it's by George R.R. Martin, and it was a free story, and it's called When Morning Comes, Mist Fall. And it says it's 41 minutes and 2 seconds. So I thought that was cool. And it doesn't really have a cover. It just says George R.R. Martin over here. It's not really a cover. And then the other one I got, which I'm really excited about, is Eon, Dragon Eye Reborn. And it's by Allison Goodman. And this is audible.com. There's the cover. It says Eon across it with that wheel-like thing. And I was excited about this one because I've seen a couple of people on YouTube that have said that it's somewhat like Mulan-ish. And I love the Disney movie Mulan. And I love that kind of dragon magic, that kind of stuff. So I was excited about that. And there's another one called Iona, which I want to get, but I haven't got that yet because I want to make sure I like that one. And then let's see. I also have in my to be read column, I got Warriors. It's book number 1 of the Cat series that's I've been wanting to get into for a long time. And Hannah, my niece, loves them. And I didn't get the cover. All it says on here is Warriors into the Wild. So that's disappointing. But I got the book for free. So I was happy about that. And it's a whole series about cats, but they're kind of like people, and they go on adventures. So, and there's a ton of them out. So I'm way behind, but Hannah's going to help me to know what I need to get next and where I need to go. Another one I got was Tortured, and let's see. It is actually it's a short story in between Birthmarked and Prized, which is written by Karag M. O'Brien, and that's really sharp looking. And it's called Tortured. I haven't read Birthmarked, but I've heard a lot of good stuff about it, and I can't wait to read it. For some reason, I just haven't gotten to it, but I can't wait to get to it. And then I also I sampled Deadly Cool by Gemma Holiday, and I absolutely, just in the little sample that I got, which was a chapter or two, it really hooked me. and I can't wait to read it. And so I now have that on my Kindle, which is really cool. And it looks really awesome on the fire because the girl's got really blue eyes. So I got that. And one more thing on my Kindle, I actually got a cookbook, and I got it for free from Amazon. And it's really cool. It's a chili cookbook, and I'm actually going to get the cover for you guys so you can see the cover. And it's Gooseberry Patch Chili Cookbook. So that was kind of cool. And I love recipe books. I actually collect recipe books. And I don't cook that often. I do love to cook, but okay. And then the next thing is I actually got, by George R.R. Martin, I actually got Game of Thrones. Okay. Yes, and look how thick that is. Woo, that's a thick one. Woo! I'm going to have fun reading that. I love big, thick, gargantuous books where you can dive into the characters and everything. The chapters is kind of cool. See how they're fancy there? And I don't know if I like this or not, because I know you guys have heard me say, if you've watched any of my videos, that I tend to shy away from any male authors because I just haven't read a book that I like that is by a male author. I just don't know if I haven't gotten the right books, but the books that I love are actually by women. So this is written by a man, but I know it's a really popular series. This is actually the HBO series cover, which I love, so I'm going to try to collect all of them. This was Boromir. He played Boromir on Lord of the Rings, which is awesome. So I love to see him back in uniform and in that time period, and the sword. That's really cool, and he was an awesome actor. So I love this cover. And I really want to watch the HBO series, but I've heard that it's kind of racy, so I thought, well, I'll get the book. If I just really fall in love with the book, I might have to watch the show anyway and fast forward the raciness. So that's that. And then I've been so excited for this. Dun, 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 dun. War Horse. Yay. And there's the movie cover. This boy is an awesome, awesome actor. And this horse is an awesome, awesome actor. It's by Michael Morpurgo. And it says now a major motion picture. It's actually a kid's book, but the movie isn't so much. I mean, it's clean for kids, but it's a little, like, it goes into the war stuff, and it's action. It reminded me at some point, some little parts in it remind me of Saving Private Ryan, although it wasn't gory, bloody, and stuff like that. It was PG-13, but it does show the war and some roughness when it comes to the war. But this video, I don't think, is doing this book justice. This is beautiful. It's got like a sunset all behind it, and the horse is just gorgeous. And the boy has really blue eyes. But my husband and I went and saw this movie yesterday on New Year's Eve, and I had been so anxious to see it, and it's by Disney, and you can definitely tell that they know what they're doing when they're making movies, and to me, it was epic. It's a classic movie. It reminded me like Gone with the Wind-ish, Lord of the Rings, just a lot, you could tell a lot of talent went into putting this movie together, and just the visuals, it was awesome. So if you guys get a chance to see it on the big screen, go see it, because it was awesome. And I can't wait to read the book, because the movie was so good, and the book, I found out, is from the horse's perspective. So I love the movie, but of course you don't get to really know what the horse wanted to say or his thoughts, and the book you do. So I'm going to read the book, and it won't take that long. And also, the chapters are kind of neat. They're blocked out like that. And then there's also, I was excited to find out that there's a book called, and I have it on I sampled it on my Kindle Fire. And it's actually called The Farm Boy, and it's the sequel to The War Horse. And I didn't even, if this movie hadn't come about, I wouldn't even have known it was out. But see, I actually got a cover oops, I got a sample. I'm sorry, can't talk today. I got a sample of the War Horse and kind of started reading it a little bit, and then I got the book. But that's what the original, that's what the one cover looks like. And then, well, I don't know if it's the original, but the boy's on the cover of the one I've got. Okay, and then I got a sample of, it's called the Farm, where is it? The Farm Boy. Oh, here it is. Farm Boy. Oh, it keeps shooting to, it wants me to read it, and I want to show you the cover. There we go. There's the Farm Boy, and that's book 2 to the War Horse, and I can't wait to read that. So, well, I don't want to spoil it for you, but I have an idea of somewhat what that's probably about. But, and let me show you. The only other stuff I got, and I want to show you real quick, is some samples. Oh, I lied. I actually got Tale of Two Cities, too. Because if you read Cassandra Clare's Clockwork Prince and Clockwork Angel, it brings up the Tale of Two Cities a lot. There's the cover that I got. And I really want to read that just to see more of what they're referring back to. So, and then I got samples. I just want to show you, I have a few samples. I'll just show you in the small version. I got, let's see, The Becoming of Mara, what's her name? The Becoming of Mara Dyer. I got that. So that's just a sample, because I don't have the money right now to buy it. So I thought, well, if I just get the sample, at least I can kind of see if I'd really like it. And then I got Legend. Everybody, most people have been talking about this. So I got that. And of course, I don't know why it doesn't show me the cover, because I did get the cover. It's right there, so I don't know why it does that. And then let's see, I got another sample. I know, what was it? Oh, I got a sample of Perfect Chemistry. And let's see. There's Perfect Chemistry. A lot of people's reviewed that online, and I've really wanted to read it and never gotten to it, and I know there's like 3 out to it now, so I wanted to get to that. And I think that's the only, see, did I get any more samples? Oh, actually I did. I got one more sample. I got Across the Universe, which I'll show you guys the cover, which I know everybody's probably seen it at this point. For some reason the samples won't show you the cover, so I will just show you on here. It's this one right here, Across the Universe. So, and if I touch it, it's going to show you for a second. So, watch. There it is. And there it goes. Okay, so so I got a lot of samples too. I thought that would be cool. And then I got this little Christmas, one more book here I got was this little, it's called The Christmas Mouse. Is that what it was called? It's called The Mouse and the Christmas Cake. It's just a short little story I got for free on Amazon for the Kindle. And it's kind of, it's not really in color. It's kind of a light tones, tans, grays. So that's kind of cool. Got that on there. And then that is it for my Kindles and my 2 books that I got. And then also, Vanna's dying for me to show you guys this. This, my boss got me for Christmas. She knows that Angie and I love to read, so she got Angie one. And they were all different. She got some of us employees, her management team, some bookmarks. And I didn't find out which one Angie got, but I got... My boss asked me if I wanted to pick mine out, and I said, no, you surprised me. So she got me this peppermint one, which was so cute because Vanna and I this Christmas was really into snowmen and peppermints. That was kind of our themed thing. So that's a really cool, and I'll show you. This is the book that Vanna's reading, and I'll show you how you just stick it in here like this. It's like it's solid. And you stick it in here like that, and it just kind of hooks like a candy cane into your book. Isn't that pretty? That's awesome. So she's all the rage when she whips her book out at school for reading time. And that's what Vanna's reading. She loves these series. Magic Hearts, Candy Fairies. So, all right, guys. I've taken up enough of your time. I hope you're having a great first part of the year and getting lots of books with your Christmas cards and gift cards. Also, I do. Several people have asked me to do a new bookshelf tour, so I plan on doing that. I have been selling some books on Half Price Books, and that's because I haven't sold any of my real favorites, but I have sold the ones that. Some of them I had read and didn't plan on reading again. They were good. I liked them, but not to just sit on my shelf. I'd rather get money from them and be able to buy more books. And then also, I books that I hadn't read yet, and I still plan to read, but I knew I could get them on the Kindle cheaper, and I would prefer, instead of them just sitting there, that I could get some money so I could get some books that I really, really, really want to read now. So I actually have less books on my bookshelf, but they are my real favorites. So I plan on doing a book tour soon, probably sometime this week. It'll be up either this week or this coming weekend. So, all right, see you guys, and of course, happy reading.